everyone, how are you all? Happy Thursday. I'm popping on live because I've got some time and I've been in my craft studio all day today and I have been crafting all day. It's not many days I can say I craft all day, but today the inspiration was flowing. I've been in here all day long and playing with some new goodies, and I wanted to pop on if I got time. And because it's daylight savings now, we have daylight for longer in the day, which means that I can sometimes film videos later in the day, which is nice. So it's actually 5 o'clock in the afternoon, evening, however you want to say it, here, and I've got dinner on the stove, and I thought, I've got some time, I'm going to pop on and say hello to everyone and come make a card with you all. So, hi Angie, how are you? So I thought I've got this brand new stuff, and I've actually got so many new goodies in my Stampin' Up room at the moment, and they're all itching to be played with. So I got, they've actually been sitting here, and today was the first chance I have had a chance to play with them. Hi Sharon. So I got the Eden's Garden stuff in the mail to play with. I got the brand new Stampin' Up. We've got a brand new kit that's available. So this one is the, what's it called? Love Santa tag kit. So I'm hoping to do a live to do that one, but not today. And it's also got some really cute treat bags. These are patterned treat bags that you can get as an add-on. So I have that in the mail, and then I can't show you the contents of this one, but we have a event coming up for demonstrators. I got my onstage at home box. This is a demonstrator event. It's so fun being a demonstrator because we get really cool events, but Onstage at Home is an event where we get to celebrate the release of another new catalogue coming up. And in here it's a swag box with full of goodies where we're going to get together in November and have some fun craft things. We get to celebrate the release of a new catalogue, so we get to see new products and all kinds of stuff going on. So I got that in the mail. I got a new, I'm not sure if we can share it, so I won't share that today, but I've got a new suite of products which will be released in a new mini catalogue that we got to order early for Onstage. So that came, and you got yours yesterday, Angie. Isn't it exciting? There was a stamp set in that, and I'm in love with it. So I hope. Did you like the stamp set, Angie? So I'm really, really excited to play with that. But today I got the Eden's Garden stuff. So I only just opened this today. This is a brand new suite of products that comes with some paper, which is a gold foil paper, some tissue. I think it's called tissue paper, cotton paper. And then a stamp set. It's got some beautiful dies, and these I only just used moments ago. You can see there's some missing. These are amazing, and my son's coming out to say hello. Yes, darling, I'm on a video, darling. Okay, I'm on a video. The charger. I am unsure where the charger is. Maybe, but when I'm finished on my video, I will come get you one. Okay, so the choice of doing live videos. So this comes as a suite, and as a demonstrator, you can order it now. Because we're able to pre-order it early, but as a customer, you'll be able to order this from pretty sure the 1st of November. So this stamp set and the dies will be part of the new mini catalogue coming up in January. However, the designer series paper, the specialty paper, and the gems are actually, hello Kylie, sneaking in while you're at work. These ones are limited edition, so these are only available till they sell out. So these are a November special, I think, until they sell out. And I love green. So this features a lot of, these are soft succulent and evening evergreen, and they're beautiful. So I've made a card, and I will flip around and show you in just a second the card that I made. I've got so much stuff sitting around on my desk, it's crazy, absolute madness. And hello, Adam. Everyone's watching while they're at work. So I'll flip around to share my desk. Hi Joy, hi Mayaswari. I'm still getting used to the streaming software that I'm using. So I hope that I have got it on my desk, hopefully. So I'm just going to pop on and share. Hopefully I'm doing this okay. So if you're watching back, I've got my shop code in the video description, but for those that haven't seen it, I do have a new customer gift for October. So for those that order and spend $90 or more and use the host code, you will get a free packet of the gingerbread and peppermint acrylic shapes. But anyone that orders through me gets a free tutorial no matter the size of their order. So I love sending those little emails with free tutorials. I appreciate everyone's orders. So that one is my October customer gift. So I just thought I'd pop that up there. It's in the video description if you need it. So I've got my little supplies here. I'll bring this back in, and I do have something to share at the end of this video. So I've got a sneak peek for you all and something exciting happening. So I'll share that at the end. So this is the card that I made this afternoon. So I'm hoping I can actually hear I can hear my voice on this camera. It's really annoying. So this one is the card, and it features the tissue. It actually uses every product in the suite, which is really cool. I thought I'd go to town and use everything. So the really cool thing about this suite of products is that it has beautiful dies as well as the stamp set. So here's the dies, and I haven't even mounted them on magnets, which I usually do. So it has, none of them match with the stamps. They're all intricate dies, but they're so beautiful. I'll just switch back because I can't see comments. From New York. Hello, Susan. What time is it in New York? Hi, Glenda. Hi, Myrtle. Hi, Sue. So I chose to use, I think I've used 3 of the dies out of this set on this card. And the stamp set's actually a distinctive set. And I'm going to show you a tip for using a distinctive set. So what our distinctive stamp sets mean is that they're just very detailed images. So our distinctive stamp sets are usually our clean mount stamps, which just means they're our red rubber. And they're very, very detailed images. So I'm not sure if you can see there. They're very, they've got lots of fine lines, and there's definitely tricks to using those. 2:44 a.m. What are you doing awake, Susan? So I've used lots of gold foil. I've used the tissue paper, and I've actually used the stamp, one of the distinctive stamps in the background. So I used the DSP and the tissue paper as well. So I've used everything. Beautiful gems. I think I've only used a couple, and I've already decided I need another packet of these because I've got FOMO, and if they sell out, I'll be sad. Okay, so I'll get started and let's get going. So what I used for this card was a crumb cake card base. So just I think they call this a landscape fold. It was funny because I was watching a video the other day, and what was it? A hamburger or a hot dog fold. So this is a hamburger fold. And then I've got a layer of crumb cake. Now in metric measurements, this is knee pain. I hope you feel better soon. That's not good at all. I can sympathise. I get back pain, and it's not good at all. So I've cut this to 14.3 by 9.9 for my crumb cake, and this is the tissue paper. This is like they call it cotton paper, but essentially it's tissue paper. And that's an evening evergreen. What I should do though is show you, because I just realised I hadn't even shown you the paper. So this is the Eden's Garden. I think it's called Ever Eden, sorry, 12 by 12 specialty paper. So this is the gold foiled paper. So this one features it's all just soft succulent, evening evergreen and gold. But I've used this pattern on today's card. And my favourite pattern out of this pack is actually not a gold foiled piece, which is interesting because normally I'd go for the specialty gold foil, but I love all of them. But the one that grabbed me was actually not a specialty piece. So this one's really cool as well, with all of that prettiness. It must be coming up because it was towards the back. Oh, I think it's this one. So this one's got a very tiny, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's a very tiny gold dot. It was actually this one. I love this pattern I think that's beautiful. It would be a beautiful scrapbook page. And then there's this gorgeous one here. Lots of gold on this one. And then this one's probably my second favourite. This one here. And the back of that one. So lots of greens. So if you're a green lover, this paper is for you. So that's that one. And then the tissue paper, or it's called Ever Eden cotton paper. And wow, someone... Alison Gleason, if you're watching, I haven't even spoken about what I was doing. I've got an announcement at the end of the video, and I just got an email that someone's already subscribed to my announcement. She's watching the video. I haven't even announced it yet. So I've got a new event happening, which is new for me. So this is the tissue paper. It comes in soft succulent and evening evergreen, and there's 10 sheets in total, so five of each. Okay, so that's what I've got. So I've got a smaller sheet of this, and you're going to be horrified when you see what I do to it. So this is cut to 9.7 by 14.1. And then I've got a large layer of crumb cake, a small layer of whisper white, basic white. I said whisper white. So this one's 14.3 by 9.9, 9.7 by 14.1. Hello, Narelle. So those are just for the inside of my card. And then I was winging it, and I totally measured this in inches, so I do apologise, but I think this is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. So I've done 4 1/4 by 2 3/4 piece of crumb cake, and it's not perfect, and you can cut some off if you need to, but what that's for is just to go behind my little piece there that I've die cut. So I've pre-die cut out some pieces, which I'll talk about in a moment. Okay, so that's the pieces that I'm using. Now, to get started, all I have done is got my piece of tissue paper, which I've measured out, and just scrunched it up. I know, Narelle, who does inches? But for some reason, I'm a switch. Like, I switch between both. I can't help myself. I'm a scrapbooker. Well, I'm saying that. I haven't scrapbooked in yonks, but, oh, actually, I lie. I scrapbooked the other day, but, everything was inches in scrapbooking. So I scrunched that up, and then I flattened it out again. And so everything was inches, and then now I've gone back to doing centimetres. So I kind of do both. So now with this piece of crumb cake, which is the larger piece, or both of them are larger pieces, I'll come get the charger for you very soon, darling. I'm doing a video first. So I'm just getting a bone folder. And I don't get inches sometimes either, especially if they come down to 1/16 of an inch, then I give up. So I'm just going to get the corner and curl it both sides. What this does is it breaks down the fibres in that cardstock. And crafting fail. I'm going to laugh at myself. I just did that way too rough. I'm going to laugh. Okay, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. My son's at me to go get him a charger for his iPad, which is, you know, the world's going to have a meltdown if you have an iPad that doesn't have a battery. Okay. So don't go so rough like I did. So... you'll see when the fibres start to break apart. That's funny. You can laugh. Who's done that? Well, that would be me, as in you use inches, Sandy. Now my son's whistling. It's like, Mum, seriously? So now what I've done is when I saw the fibres breaking apart, I'm actually tearing them apart, and it kind of looks like a suede furry effect. And I'm literally just bending them up. The Stampin' Up demo that does this a lot that I love is Susan Wong. She is so cool with this stuff. Now, this one's cut to a little bit smaller, and I'm actually going to bend the top corner of this one as well. So I'm actually going to kind of have them bent over. So I'm really going to town with, what do you call it? I need my room light on. It's dark in here. I'm going to town with distressing everything. You don't use centimetres, you just use inches. Yeah, I think you're right, either or, but then in saying that, I'm not. I use both. Now I'm just adding a little bit of glue to my background because I'm going to actually just tuck this in. I can smell my beef curry on the stove and it smells so good. Okay, so just going to move that around until I'm happy, and then I can continue folding over that corner until I'm happy. Okay, all good. Okay, now the next step I'm going to do, and I am down, for those that know me will know I love linen thread. I'm down to my last linen thread. I had about 20 of these. I use a lot of linen thread. So I'm just going to get some linen thread, and I didn't even see you pop on, Sandy, I don't think. I'm just going to get some linen thread, tie it around a couple of times. I've seen so many beautiful things popping up online with this beautiful suite, and I must say I love it. I wasn't sure about the intense amounts of green at first, but now having it in my hot little hands, I do like it. Okay, so I'm just trimming. There goes the linen thread. I've just trimmed that down, and now I'm going to stick that to my card base. And of course I'm down to the very, my watch is saying StreamYard. It's picked up that I'm on StreamYard. I'm just going to stick this to my card base. What time is it, Sandy? You snuck on watching in bed. Those of us these inches are probably pre-decimal days. Well, see, how old am I? I'm 31 this year, so I think they didn't really have inches when I was at school, and I'm in Australia, so we skipped that. But I have been a scrapbooker and paper crafter for now 16 years, I think. So we did have. I grew up in the paper crafting industry using inches quite a bit. 1:30 a.m. You are very keen. I'm an early bed person these days. So I've just stuck that to my card base with some dimensionals, and I've got my piece, which I snuck on using imperial measurements. And then I've got my stamp sets. This is where I'm bringing my stamp set in. And I'm going to use this little image here. So this is one of the distinctive images, and I have got these tiny little spoons, and they're plastic little spoons. I did get them from a craft store ages ago, but the biggest trick, and don't mind my dirty ink pad, I'm going to use crumb cake, but when you're using distinctive images, the biggest tip is to massage the ink down into your ink pad, and this one I've just used, so it's probably still fine, but give the ink a massage down with the back of a spoon or a bone folder. My bone folders are probably fine to do this because you should see them. I should show you my bone folder near me. This one has been used to massage black ink into an ink pad. So you can use a bone folder as well. And what that helps to do is disperse the ink evenly into the ink pad, and will give you a more fine line image with the stamp, especially for these distinctive stamps where the image is so fine and detailed. Otherwise you may get a blotchy image that doesn't look as nice. So I'm just going to stamp that randomly over that background. You're comatose. Yeah, I would be too, especially at 1:30 a.m. So I've just stuck that, I've just inked, I can't even talk, I've just stamped my whole background, and then I die cut out 2 of these frames. So this is out of the beautiful die cut, so this is the big frame here, and I've die cut it once out of soft succulent and once out of gold foil. So I'm going to stick down my soft succulent one first. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of glue to the more solid areas towards the center of this piece. So my son is still off school, not that it's school time at the moment, but he's been off school. We're getting to the end of his 2 weeks of school. So he had 2 weeks school holidays, and now he's had an extra 2 weeks off because he had a little operation. And I tell you what, I can't wait for Monday when he goes back to school, because I don't know how people homeschool. So I'm keen for school to return. So I'm just sticking that down, and just let the glue sit there for a second. Can you tell that I'm impatient? Now, what I'm going to do is grab my scissors, and just these corners up here, I'm just going to snip those off so you don't get the square corners poking out. You could use a corner rounder, but hey, they can't see what I'm doing with my paper scissors. My paper scissors. You're more of a night owl. Oh, well, thank you for staying on, Sandy. So now these do have, you can match up and line up where where they match up. So this one matches up there, and I'm going to add some more glue to this one, just in the solid spaces again. And then I'm going to apply it over the top, but off-center it a little bit so you get the shadowing effect of the soft succulent one underneath. Just let that sit for a second. Isn't that pretty? I love these frames. Okay, so then that one is going to go over the top, and I'm just going to stick that over the top with some Stampin' Dimensionals. So this is definitely a suite that you will want to get and grab the papers and the accessories early in November in case they sell out, because the dies and stamps are going to stick around, but the paper and the accessories are limited editions. So, or just join my team if you're not a demo and live in Australia, because you can get it now, which is a great reason to join. You can actually add this to a starter kit as well. So you can join for $169 and you can choose $235 of products to add to your starter kit. And this could be part of your $235. So you could actually add this. I think the suite is this suite is 140-ish. I know it is so pretty, Sandy. I love greens. It actually reminds me of the colours I had at my wedding that I had, because it was all gold and this colour. It was actually the same colours. If I join, will you teach me inches? I don't know about the 16ths of inches. I do everything in 8ths, and I can do the inch, but not the 16ths. I suck at that. Okie dokie. So I have also die cut out one of these dies here. So this is like a long label die. I've die cut that out of gold foil as well. And then I went ahead and die cut some other pieces. So I die cut this little foliage leaf die in the center. I die cut 3 of those out in soft succulent and 1 in gold foil. You don't really need the gold foil one. I just decided to cut one for the center of the carved whales at it. So for this piece here, I'm just going to cut, which I probably should have done this before time, but I've just used a tiny snippet of the DSP. So I'm going to, let's do some inches. 1/4 of an inch. What's that in centimeters? I think it's half a centimeter? Just over half a centimeter. I think so. Yeah. I think it's 0.6. Okay. I love that our trimmer has both. Can you hear my son? And now I just cut the full length of the 12 by 12, and I've just snipped off a piece that's going to be longer than there. So not technical at all. I'm just adding a tiny strip of pattern from the DSP. So that's going to go over the top here, but I won't stick that down yet. I'm actually going to get my scrap of crumb cake, and I have mounted the Dear Friend How Are You stamp. So I love that sentiment because that's a card that I would send a lot. So I'm going to ink up my mission this week is to clean my blocks because they are filthy. I have actually been cleaning a lot this week. So I scrubbed out my fridge. I cleaned out the fish tank. I don't think I want to buy fish again, even though there's still one alive, because cleaning out filters and fish tanks and stuff is just one of those jobs that you don't want to do. I did that. I snicked the yard. What else did I do? I deep cleaned the house, and just yesterday was just cleaning. I cleaned the shower and just everything was clean yesterday. So I'm just trimming down my sentiment. And so today was just all in the craft room, which was nice. So I've just trimmed that down, and then I'm going to do the thing I'm obsessed with at the moment and just trim that down a little bit. And then this is going to go up onto my label with some dimensionals. So I'm just going to add, it seems whenever I film a video, I'm using up the edges of my dimensionals. Okay. So I'm just going to stick that there. And then I'm totally going to add double dimension. I was thinking of the word then, and stick this on top with some more dimension. And then I'm going to tuck in my little foliage pieces that I've die cut out. So I'm going to add in 2 of these up the top. And I might actually just give that a little trim so I can tuck him in a little bit further. I like to build my layers, so I just slowly build them up. And then I'm going to, whoopsie, thank goodness that glue didn't touch the card. Then I'm just going to tuck this one in underneath on the bottom. Now this bit is fun. This is my favourite bit of making a card. I'm just going to spritz up my Wink of Stella and add lots of sparkle. This is a brand new Wink of Stella too, so it's actually creating a lot of sparkle on the card, but I don't mind. And then these, I'm just obsessed with these. These are so much fun. There's actually 2 types in here, and you get more than meets the eye because once you lift up that flap, there's loads more in there. And actually, I might just use this end, but I'm going to use these. And normally, I don't like using non-round shaped things, but these are really adorable. I actually love these teardrop shaped little gemstones, and I'm just going to tuck them in. So I'm just using 3. These are just adorable. I'm going to move. Why don't I always stick stuff down and then decide after I've stuck it that it shouldn't go where I've put it? So the amount of times that I've adhered things and then they get moved. Thank goodness for repositionable glue. Okay, so that is the front of the card. You can see where I've stuck those. Hopefully you can see the sparkle. It's a lot of fun. And now to do the inside of the card, I actually kept it really simple. There was no stamping. I just got one of these little gold foliage pieces, and I stuck that to the corner there. And then with the leftover strip that I had from doing a little piece on the card, I've just got that and stuck it along the bottom. I wish I could show the other new sleeve that I have, but I'm not sure if I'm going to wait and see if other demos are sharing it, because I'm not actually sure. I should look up the rules and see if we're allowed to. I think I might keep it secret because it's actually a not yet released sleeve, and we're not going to be, well, I'm not going to create with mine yet anyway, because we're using it for our onstage event, which is not going to be long away. It's coming up in November, I think, middle of November. So I'm just going to add some adhesive to that piece and stick that down to my layer of crumb cake. funny because I do all my layers in centimetres, so all of that's done in centimetres. But then I do, when I write my tutorials and all the tutorials that are available for sale on my blog, I have them in both centimetres and inches. So I convert everything. So I do both. So there's the inside. So we've got an inside and an outside. So Eden's Garden is so pretty, and it's available now if you're a demonstrator or if you want to join and add it to a starter kit, or you can purchase it from me in November. It will be available as for customers to order. So it's a beautiful suite full of greens and golds. Very, very adorable. I absolutely love it. So the other thing I wanted to share, so I said I had something to share if I don't spill everything on the desk. The other thing I had to share with you, I'll just clean some of the mess while I talk, is that I have an event coming up, which is something brand new I've never done before. And it's part of the reason I've been creating a lot and busy in my craft room. So I am going to be doing an online retreat. So a retreat in a box. Essentially, it's so that you can have a retreat from home virtually, and I'll be doing as a special Facebook group and have some Zoom sessions and live events like this one for people that join. So there'll be classes and interactive sessions with that. And for those in Australia, they can order a box with all the make and takes and all of the goodie bag and everything. Or if you are international, you can still join in. So I wanted everyone to be able to join. So there is an option to sign up to it and purchase an online only content pass. So you'll be able to still join in all the classes, get all the downloads, join in the lives and everything like that. So I have two options. I do have a sign up form, which I'll show in a second. But I'll post that a little bit later. I have some sneak peeks, but I can share them with you on the video today. So I will share them online later, but I do have a couple of sneak peeks. So it's a Christmas themed retreat. So this is a couple of the projects for the one of them. This is just two. There's going to be 10. So there's 10 classes in the Christmas retreat. So each comes with its own live class with PDF downloads. And don't worry, they will be in centimetres and inches. So I have done the work to do both types of measurement for everyone. So I'm not going to leave anyone out. Both measurements will be included. So there's a couple of projects, but there's actually 10. And there's also going to be an optional add-on class. So if you do purchase the online-only content, it is included. But we have an optional class, and here's a sneak peek of just a couple of the projects. And it features the Be Jolly, cute little Santa dude. Santa dude. And so that's another optional add-on class that you can purchase. So this one's going to be happening on the 4th and 5th of December. So if you purchase the online version, there's actually going to be over 13 projects. And for those that purchase the retreat in a box for Australia and organise the box, they will get, I think it's over $70 worth of goodies in their box, plus you get some pillow gifts. So essentially that's like when you come to a retreat and you get little gifts. They'll be getting those in the mail. So if you're in Australia, you can organise that. I'll just share, it's in the video description, there's actually a link to sign up to the retreat in a box, and I've actually already had someone sign up, so they must have seen the link. So I'll flip over and share my screen. So this is actually the link, what you'll see on the link and what's included. So regardless of whether you're signing up to the online version or the whole box, this is the link that you can go to sign up, and it tells you about exactly what you get for signing up. So for those that sign up for the retreat in a box, there'll be 10 classes in the actual retreat in a box with make and take bags. So every single project will come with its own make and take bag with all the cardstock and pieces pre-cut for you. And then there'll be more examples and displays involved in the retreat as well. We'll have a crafty Zoom session with a fun chat and crafty get together each night. And there's also the choice of participating in optional class add-on, which will only be available to those that are registered for the Retreat in a Box. There'll also be some fun. So there's going to be a game of bingo, which will be happening at the retreat. So we'll have some prizes going on at the event. All classes and content will be available to watch back. If you can't make it to the actual event, they'll be available for watch back and PDF download. So what you actually get is a swag bag with over $70 worth of goodies. None of that is stamp sets, so you won't have to worry about getting duplicated stamp sets that you may already own. You also receive 3 pillow gifts, so they are all personalised to you from me. You'll get a name tag made for you from me, a special bag with your goodies to go inside. There'll be some games and bingo. You'll receive 10 make and take kits for each of the classes, and if you choose the optional class add-on, you'll also receive the Be Jolly stamp set and class kit. The Retreat in the Box fee also includes the shipping cost, so there's no shipping cost on top of that. Please note I've got in there that you require some additional supplies, such as the ink, for example, which I'll put all of that info on the group. So please note the cost is in Australian dollars, so that may be different currency conversion depending on where you're from. So the cost is $160 for the whole Retreat in a Box, including shipping, and that's only available for Australian residents. The online option includes all the content from the retreat plus the Be Jolly optional class, so that's all of the online content is $60, and that's open internationally, so that's for everything, all the classes and all of the online content. And the optional Be Jolly class add-on, so that's for this one here with the sneak peek I showed you, that includes the Be Jolly Santa stamp, which I had on my floor somewhere. So that little dude is, where was he? He was sitting on my desk. I think he's just here. That's this one just here. So that's, you get that stamp set as part of that class registration, and you get all the make and take kits for that class. That's $48. If you already have this stamp set and want to register, you can still register and let me know and a different stamp set you want for an equivalent cost, and I can change it out for you. So payment will be either PayPal or bank deposit, and invoices will be sent upon registration. And payments required no later than the 17th of November. I've just gotten there. Please note that I will be using both of the Christmas season and Christmas to Remember bundles. So they're both of these. And so it is advisable that you do have both of these bundles, because I will be using them quite a lot in these classes. So I have got on my registration form that they aren't included in the swag bag. They're just advise that you do have them or you choose to purchase them, because I didn't want to put that on top of your fee. I just wanted to have that as an additional extra that you could add if you wanted to. But if you do choose to purchase either of these bundles or both during your registration, I am going to include a special gift for you. So I've got all of the sign up there, and you've just got some check boxes down here for which option you'd like to sign up for. There is option there to sign up if you are a Sassy Stamper, which is part of my team, because you'll get a discount, and I'll put that up on my team page. So that's a little bit of info about how to sign up. That's okay, Liz, you can actually watch it all back later. It's available, it will be available later on, so you don't have to be there on the 4th, and it will be on the 5th as well. So you definitely don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to run over my Eden Garden paper. Okay, I'll flip back. So that's all going to be up there. I'm really excited to be running my first one, so I hope some of you can join. I'm super keen to share some fun projects with you all and have some fun and some games and some prizes. So I've got my shop code as well for those that want to shop with me this month. I still have some of those gingerbread and peppermint shapes to send out and some cards. So thanks guys for watching. I'll pop back to say goodbye before I better hide that. I think my son's going to come in going, where's my iPad charger soon? And I better go get the casserole off the stove before it burns the pot, then it won't be very nice. So thanks guys for watching today. I'm going to go and have some more fun with the Eden's Garden, I think. This is an adorable suite. So thanks guys, and I will catch you all very soon. I'll probably pop back on over the weekend. I know I'm busy tomorrow, and then I think we're in for maybe a rainy weekend. So I think that sounds like a craft weekend to me. So I hope you guys all have a lovely couple of days, and I'll see you all very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.